see. Neither can I, though, so we might have a problem here. Whoa! Don't worry, guys. You'll be able to see me in a minute. Hopefully. Hey, little boy. What's good, Heroes Productions? How you doing, man? Alright. We need to put this on place. What's good, Sonic Animations? How we doing, man? Now we need to put this on. What's good, Rashid? How we doing, man? Alright, we need to put this on. Alright, there. At least you can kind of see my mouth now and my hand. But, if you can't tell, we're on, we're not on the tripod right now, so actually the tripod's right there. So, we'll see how this goes. What's good, Jake the Hedgehog? How we doing, man? Sheesh, I need to get new headphones for this thing. Okay, so I switched to my PC. I mean, this is up for you to decide, not me, man. Alright. Okay. Are we gonna do another SanicBoi natural light stream? Doing well, thanks, and everybody doing well. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Okay, bringing in the natural light, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna turn this so you weirdos can't look at the sun's current location and figure out my dress or something like that. There we go. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, now I just need to put you guys on the thing, and we'll get moving. Well, gosh darn it. What just happened? Why is this all tangled up? This shouldn't be. Okay. Get away from me. Why is this still plugged into the extension cord? Okay. Here we go. Just need to unplug this real quick. Now we are here, we are now, and we are wow, ladies and gentlemen. SanicBoi on a budget. I've always been on a budget. Just now it's much more clear. At least my microphone still works, though, so that's a plus. Alright. Let's do it. Wow. You guys know that song? Kind of feel old, but not old at the same time for knowing that song. Alright, let's see here. So I got a new position for my mic. It's up against this desk right now, so it's a bit awkward. At least in its current position. Read my comment, what'd you say? My dad got the Sonic 3.0 Funko Pop for me. I was surprised and shocked. Ooh! You know, I need to search around my local GameStops to see if that's anywhere in my area, too. Alright. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. Will actually work. There we go. Okay. So, this is how we're going to do this. It's just going to be right here. I'm just going to look very awkward. Now we're going to do this. There we go. Much better. Actually, this isn't too bad. This might be my new position for how we do videos now, because I actually really like this angle, so it does look fairly good. Yeah. Although we're letting a bit too much light in. I feel like you kind of lied about disliking the K-pop Demon Hunters, because in the previous stream when we were talking about AI, I've noticed the details of you repeating some of the quotes of K-pop Demon Hunter. I think I've been singing the songs. The songs are like, I don't like any part of no, that's not true. I like some parts of the movie. The songs are catchy, and I sing them from time to time, but I think if I say any quote from the film, I think that's pure coincidence. I know literally no line from that film, besides, like, for the fans, or something like that. For the fans is, like, a GIF on Instagram, though, so I've seen that around a lot. especially on the Fortnite account where it's because they're doing the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff for Fortnitemares, and I guess they just really like that in the comment section. There's a bunch of K-pop Demon Hunters. But yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of the movie. It's not like it doesn't suit my interest, is what I'll say. But yeah, if I've said a quote from that movie, like an actual quote, not just like singing along with the lyrics, I think that's just pure coincidence. Look up. You were wild for posting that. What? Okay, was it the fact that it kind of looked like his butt was in his hand was in his butt? Is that what it was? I swear. My teacher did 6-7 art with the class. Really? Do you think this movie is risk taking or safe? The K-pop Demon Hunter. I think it's. I think it plays it very safe. There's some things that I was like, whoa, okay, that's an interesting choice. I like it, you know. But like, I think for the most part, the movie plays it safe. I think they should have gone further with some of the characters as well as some of the plot lines. Yes, it is, and look at his face too. Oh my goodness! See, I didn't even notice that. I didn't even notice anything about the face. What I noticed was the fact that he doesn't have that defined of a top spine, and usually Sonic doesn't most of the time anyway. But usually you see it. It's barely there when you look at the Sonic Underground screenshot. There's no way, right? Is it that bad? It's not that bad, right? Found a Karen again, SanicBoi. Did you? In retrospect, I think a lot of people knew what a lot of people knew what I meant. I'm sure, but that's kind of awkward for me, isn't it? Let's see if I can block out like this haze. Ugh. It's weird. But yeah, my mistake. I didn't know that would happen, so I didn't even see it. I was just watching because my TV it has like this its own Sonic the Hedgehog channel where it just shows like the '90s cartoons, and that's pretty much it. And Sonic Underground was on. SanicBoi's your brother? I don't have a brother. Unless we're talking about SanicBoi 2, and that's a completely different guy. That's not me. But let's see. Yeah, it was on Sonic Underground. The Price of Freedom. The episode was The Price of Freedom. I specifically remember that because I knew something stupid was going to happen during it. So I took up my phone at that very specific... Like, I was like, oh, take the phone of that, you know? Say 6-7. But, yeah, I took out my phone. Took a picture because of the sign, but I didn't even notice that Sonic was doing that in that frame as well. So that's just kind of my mistake. Grown teenager, by the 47-year-old with a green room talking about Sonic the Hedgehog, by the way. 6-7. Oh, guys, I'm actually 47. You can tell because there's visible beard growth. But yeah, though. That's so funny. I didn't even realize that. Which kind of makes me want to go back and watch more Sonic Underground just to see if there's anything else I can accidentally capture. You know? Woo! Ah! So I just researched the scene development for Kung Fu Panda through an interview for some K-pop Demon Hunter from Kung Fu Panda fans with the co-director of the movie, Stephanie Sabine, and oh God, what was the development of this? The movie Chaos, which makes it worse, is the writers of the fourth movie, The Samurais of the... Really? It's the same writers? I haven't seen the fourth one, but from what I know about general public perception, it just doesn't have as good of a story as the first three. I'm like, how does that happen, you know? And the director, Mike Mitchell, being a total stubborn doesn't help. That's true. That hinders pretty much every project too, though. But yeah, I haven't. I still need to see it because some people say it's like really bad. Some people say it's just meh. It's just most overall people just say it's really not as good as the other films. I think my favorite was 3. I really like 1. There's a spot in my heart for the first Kung Fu Panda. But I think I like 3 the best. I think it just kind of wraps up the story very nicely. And aren't they... I heard this from somewhere. I don't remember if this is true or not. But aren't they supposed to be making like a Kung Fu Panda 5 and 6 as well? Like, where do you take the story after this point? Because they're kind of leaning away from that Kung Fu Panda because the Fox girl, she's supposed to be like the new Dragon Warrior, right? Or at least Poe's Dragon Warrior in training, right? Like, where do you go with that? Like, okay, she becomes the Dragon Warrior at the end, but at that point, if she's the actual Dragon Warrior, which is what Poe is destined to be throughout the original trilogy, then, like, can you really call it Kung Fu Panda anymore? Like, can you really expand the story upon that? I don't think you can. I don't know. I think a lot of a lot of movie series are really hurt by the fact that they have a pretty good ending to a third film, which most people like trilogies, and that's pretty much it. But then you just go on to make another one. I think purely for money, and I don't think that it's a very good idea to do that, especially in Kung Fu Panda's case, where there's already an ending set in play. Or I wouldn't say ending. They didn't really like say whether or not like the story officially ends here. Like I think Endgame should have been the end of the MCU. Like because it's very clearly an ending. You know, when a director doesn't listen to others, like talking, suggesting, or feedback, and suggesting, focusing on the wrong things really hurt the movies. Exactly, I 100%. I always love it when you show up in my live stream, bro, because we always have like a good conversation about something. Even if I can't really like formulate my thoughts all that well. I'm not sponsored by Stanley, by the way. Let's get that logo out of there. But even Stephanie Sabrine suffer from that, aka the co-director. They barely listen to her. Wow. Purely for money. That's all I'll say. That's like, if people don't care about the creative process and listening to others, you're doing it purely just for the paycheck. That's all I'm gonna say. I went to Mickey D's, and behind the counter I saw part of Sonic's head on a box with a box that had 4 on it. Really? What are your thoughts on Sonic Rumble finally coming out, dude? I'm at least glad it's we're not waiting till the end of November, but it still really sucks that we had to wait till November when this game was originally supposed to drop back in winter of last year. Come on, guys. Come on. I was fine with May 8th. It was perfectly fine with me. I could have waited until July, all right? But, like, November, bro? Really? This game is not that good. No. There's no way. Obviously, I'm still going to play it, and I even applied to be a Sonic Rumble creator thing, but of course they didn't let me in because your content doesn't, like, suit our standards. It's because I lied about my age. Don't let Rovio... Don't let Rovio know I said that. But, yeah. Of course, I'm not 18. I think they can tell. Should I just start talking like this? I wish MatPat never... Dude, I'm going to be so honest with you. All of the theory channels, like, dropped off, like, fell off so hard after MatPat, like, left. Like, it's ridiculous, bro. And apparently... I remember he said, like, this multi-year plan that he wants the companies to go into is that they make more and more theory channels. And, like, dude, it's, like, there was something special about game theory where it's specifically just MatPat who kind of comes up with... Because it was just him at the beginning. And that's what it still kind of felt like because he was the guy behind almost every single theory in the video. He was doing the, I wouldn't say writing, but he did some research, stuff like that, Surprise, surprise, the villain of Kung Fu Panda 4 really sucks. Chameleon, she's just fraud. It doesn't have much of a threat factor or intimidation. Her motivations are rush and cookie cutter and so unconvincing. Yeah, that's what I've heard about that as well, as like the villain isn't all that good. I can't really have like too much of a depth of a conversation or dialogue with you on this one because again, I haven't seen the movie. I can only go off of what the fans and general audience thought of the movie. But yeah, that's what I've gathered is that the Chameleon isn't all that like good of a villain, MatPat is in Tokyo voicing Toy Bonnie, right? I thought I was about to say Toy Chica. MatPat has a political personality too. I don't know if it's real. I only saw a few. That's right. It was like a couple months. It was during the summer. I wanted to talk about it because it was at like the rise of the SanicBoi 2 where I wanted to bring that channel back. But yeah, he's passing an online something act. I don't remember what it's for specifically, but I think when I first heard about it, I was like, great, that's awesome, She doesn't have the same flair or care that Shen or Tai Lung, like these threes, are so good at it. Yeah, and they had to, like, reuse them for, like, nostalgia bait in this film, like, because she kind of, like, brings them back in a way, right? I could have sworn that's what they do, because I remember seeing clips of the movie, and trailers as well, where they all come back. Like, especially the villain from the most recent film. Like, it's so weird. Like, don't you think if she was a good enough villain, they wouldn't have to like reuse those other ones, even if they're not actually the real ones, or like figments of the thing. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if that's the plot or not. But yeah, it just seems weird. I don't know. What are we talking about? We were talking about MatPat. That's right. But yeah, when I first saw it and knew what he was talking about, yeah, I was fully in support of it, 100%. It's great for him. Will you watch FNAF 2? I don't even know. I didn't watch the first one. I still... My sister wants to. My sister wants to go back and watch the first one. So maybe I'll do that one of these days, and then I'll watch FNAF 2 this year, or next couple of years. But I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. But the cast is stacked, is what... I'm glad that the animatronics are actually getting voices this time, because that's kind of like the cool part about Five Nights at Freddy's, is that it doesn't need like voice acting to work. Like, the animatronics are just silent the entire time. They only make non-human noises. Oh no, it's not that they can't make non-human noises. They don't have any actual dialogue, and I think that's what makes them scarier, because you can't put a voice to them, and you can only imagine. A lot of horror comes from your imagination. It doesn't really come from, like, I don't know if anyone's actually gotten scared about how they would sound, but in a movie, I just don't think that works quite as well. I'm just hoping we don't get a How to Train Your Dragon 4 movie. Yeah, seeing how DreamWorks... these are all different creative teams, but seeing how DreamWorks handled Kung Fu Panda 4, I don't know. I don't know, man. They published the weirdest stuff, like Boss Baby 2. Who thought that was a good idea? I thought that was funny, but like, who thought it was a good idea? Also, the fact that MatPat is a really smart person too, not just MatPat is like really smart. Probably one of the smartest YouTubers we've seen like ever, probably. Like, not just in the theories like you were saying, but also in business stuff. That's absolutely true. He was able to build like a little YouTube channel into a multi-million-dollar business. I think he does great things for himself, and I think I'm really proud of him for being able to do that. But yeah, let's see. SanicBoi, read my comment. SanicBoi, watch the vid. Send a link. Where is the link? I applied to be a Sonic Rumble creator than an probably because I don't rack the views. That's true. I'm not sure if there's a certain like view amount. You did not send a link, I don't believe. But yeah. I'm very concerned for Sharkbot. I am too, bro. Like, if that leaked plot is to be, or what everyone's saying the plot is going to be. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna plug that, and then we're going to wrap it around. If that plot that everyone was guessing ends up happening, it's just gonna be so bad, bro. It's so cliche. And the animation style, it's definitely not like an ugly Sonic thing, but like, yeah, I kind of want to change back. Like, knowing that that's something a studio can do fairly easily, I think I would like it. Like, if I could change it, I would change it. But that's not like thinking about like all the people behind the project, like how much extra money that would be, how many hours, you know. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that. I think there's a listing for a collector's edition Modern Metal Sonic. What is that? Oh, is it like those Jack specific like exclusive figures where they're like a 8-inch figure and you get to like mix and match different parts of them? Because I remember them doing that for Sonic, Tails, Classic Knuckles, Classic Sonic, you know. Yeah, okay. Dude, Metal Sonic? What? They wouldn't have that many options to switch out for Metal Sonic. Like, especially because he can't really do the face. It all kind of looks the same. So, that's weird. I wonder what they do for that. Let's get that. It's going to be crazy, the Mitchells versus Machines game. Really? I did not know about that. I did not hear that. Huh. Is Netflix still doing it? Or is it independent people now? I think it was with DreamWorks that they made it with, but I'm not sure if it was by them or by Netflix. Can I drop a hot take real quick? I just don't really like Mitchell's versus the Machines. I know I have like the biggest hot takes about everything ever, but that's just the truth. I don't really like Mitchell's versus the Machines. I never really like you know what I like? You know what I liked about the film? I liked the stuff with the dad. That's like the like dude when he like had the little thing that his daughter made, like the little duck I think it was, and he was sitting in front of the TV looking at the old VHS of him sending his daughter off to camp, and she cried, bro. Oh my god, that was the best stuff. They should have focused on the character dynamics and not try to like wrap it into all of this different stuff, like the robot apocalypse, like the series. And I feel like it could have been a really cool thing if it didn't have all that extra stuff in it. I what I like most out of novels and stuff like novels, narrative stuff like that. I like character work. I think that's why I go into like just watched The Great Gatsby with Leonardo DiCaprio, and like that movie has like the most boring plot ever. I love it because of the characters. Like I know a lot of people don't really like that film from the Rotten Tomatoes score, but for at least from what I've seen. But you know what? I like it. I think it's fun because I like the characters. I like their interactions and stuff like that. Dude, and the cinematography of that film. That film makes so many decisions that like I would hate any other movie for doing, but for whatever reason, it just really works with the film. I don't know why. But yeah, it's great. I would recommend watching it. It's got Tobey Maguire, Leonardo DiCaprio, like I had said. I don't know if you guys would recognize anyone else, but yeah. Megan Fox flavored strawberries. What? Do you prefer DreamWorks or Sony? DreamWorks, 100%. I think they have a better track record. Although I think Sony's highs are better than DreamWorks' highs. Although I think DreamWorks has more quality than Sony does. Let's see. I can't wait for November. I like chocolate flavored cheese. What? Megan Fox's Toy Chica's peak, especially Megan Fox flavored strawberry. What? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? But yeah, because we're reading The Great Gatsby in English class for my high school. At least my grade is. So I don't know. I think I'll really like it. I know like a lot of people like have been coming around on that book, but like I don't know. It seems pretty interesting to me. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's about the Roaring 20s, one of my favorite time periods. And dude, if I could go back and like live an entire decade, or not an entire decade, but like a few select years out of like the 1900s, the Roaring 20s would 100% be at the like near the top of the list. You know, then maybe the 80s. I think the pop culture of the 80s is what makes me want to go there, you know? Like, the heights of those movies does, in fact, comparable to DreamWorks' best movies. Yeah. I mean, with the exception of Spider-Verse, because I feel like Spider-Verse is possibly their best movie, period. Like, the heights of those movies do, in fact, yes. Sony's highs are higher than DreamWorks' highs, but I think DreamWorks has more highs but DreamWorks has the same amount of highs as Sony has the amount of lows, I think. So they kind of like balance out. Like, if DreamWorks, like, let's raise a finger for how many, like, let's compare four movies. They're DreamWorks' four movies, they all have this high, but they're still really good films. And then Sony's four movies, you got one really good one, two, like with Spider-Verse, but then you just got none over here. Like, this is like the Emoji Movie, and this is like I'll give to Hotel Transylvania. I like the first one, but the next few, no, we'll say this is one of the sequels. But the next few are just kind of meh. You know, you see what I'm saying here? Like, this is pretty much almost comparable. I feel like Puss in Boots: Last Wish is comparable with Spider-Verse movies. 100%. Yeah, I'd say so. I could definitely see that. Sounds like something I would say personally. But yeah, I could see that. I'd say there are only a few movies that I think come close to Sony's Spider-Verse films in terms of like, what's your favorite food? Oh, I think I like hamburgers. I'm an American, so I like hamburgers. Although I don't have any Italian in me, as far as I'm aware, but I do like a good plate of spaghetti and spaghetti and meatballs, bro. I love spaghetti and meatballs, bro. It gets me like. Have you guys seen how I get talking about Christmas in like the winter time? Like I think I did this a couple of weeks ago. Like when I was talking about like Christmas is soon, dude. I love Christmas, bro, and like all the snow. Yeah, I get like that when I talk about spaghetti and meatballs, bro. It's oh my goodness, they're so good. Oh my goodness. But do you think Kung Fu Panda trilogy and How to Train Your Dragon are comparable to Spider-Verse? I wouldn't say. Ooh, that's actually a good question. I don't think Kung Fu Panda is. I think How to Train Your Dragon is, though. Not exactly the second one, but the first and third one, I say are comparable to the Spider-Verse movies. 100%. The How to Train Your Dragon movies are a masterclass in how to evolve your characters and make better stakes without, like, reverting it all back to the very end. Like, serious things happen in those movies, and they have consequences, same way they do in Spider-Verse. But I think the How to Train Your Dragon movies, as of right now, are a more complete experience, and I think they do a lot better aging up their characters and stuff like that. Because like, there's 5 years in between the first movie and the second movie of How to Train Your Dragon, and there's like a year and 4 months. Yeah, it's like a year and 4 months in between Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. So yeah, I think they just do better, like, expanding the world and stuff like that, too. Obviously, how do you expand the world in a multiverse film? You show more multiverses, and they do that, but I don't think it's nearly to the extent that I would have wanted. But I think... and it's not to say that How to Train Your Dragon 2 is satisfying either. It's my least favorite of all 3 movies. What about Kung Fu Panda 2? I mean, it's... possibly the best movie, like very dark and emotional. That's true. Swap How to Train Your Dragon 2 with Kung Fu Panda 2, then you get the perfect trilogy right there. But yeah, I'd say Kung Fu Panda 2 also reaches that as well. I don't think the first or third one do. The first one's, I think, what the first one has going for it is that it's really funny. I think. I'm a simple guy to please, but you know what? You know, read my comment. What'd you say? I did read your comment. I've read every single comment that you've put. Like, overall, it's kick A, especially the scene where Poe finds his inner peace. Yeah. The frame fall off the wall. What? What? I didn't. No, we're good. You guys are just trying to trick me. But it won't work. It won't work. It never will. It won't work. It never will. I do think Kung Fu Panda 2 is comparable to Into the Spider-Verse. Interesting. It will, my boy? No, it'll do fine. It's on there pretty good. It'll do fine. Just gotta push it in, maybe. But yeah, then we're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Grown boy, by the way. That is true. I am a grown boy. I need to get better headphones because they always quit whenever I do something stupid with the mic. Although, of course, I guess I just don't do any stupid things with the mic. But you know what? They don't work anyway. So, yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Like my story. What did I put on my story? Uh-oh. Did I post something stupid? SanicBoi? SanicBoi. Really? Is that what we're doing now? SanicBoi? Let's see. I just posted something random. I just posted a black screen. What? Yeah, we're deleting this story. Yeah, bye-bye. Close. Interesting. Stop. Don't talk to me. Loser, lame, I wanna be like, oh, totally. Oh, don't talk to me. Loser, lame, I wanna be like, oh, totally. You need to make more shorts. That I do. Do you think Kung Fu Panda 2 is comparable to Into the Spider-Verse? Not exactly. I think... Well... To be perfectly honest with you, I don't really remember all that much from Kung Fu Panda 2. It's been a long time since I watched it. But, Into the... They're both really good movies. But, I think Into the Spider-Verse has, more going for it in terms of it, like, having its own art style... being the first to actually expand upon an art style and not just like have a somewhat realistic. I think it built upon what Sony did with Hotel Transylvania, having a couple like 2D shots. I think I don't know. WW and you're all that I want this night. Do you have a new streaming schedule? No, I'm never around for my normal one. The one that I say in my videos is my streaming schedule. Unless something changes, that should never change, really. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just stop streaming after stream 100, and then we'll see what happens. But because then at that point, you guys will have over 100 hours of footage of me. I think I'll be good. But yeah. I mean, in terms of writing, not animation. I mean, visually, Spider-Verse is a better looking movie. In terms of writing, I think Spider-Verse does have it beat. I think it's... I wouldn't say funnier. I think it just has a more tightly written script than Kung Fu Panda 2. But that Kung Fu Panda movies look bad visually, it's just Spider-Verse looks way better. Absolutely. Don't stop streaming. W Speed? Yes. W SanicBoi. SanicBoi notices that big movie Sonic's about to fall. He doesn't notice anything. Looks at chat. They warn him. W SanicBoi. I need 1,000 hours of SanicBoi. Do you guys legitimately expect me to do like over 1,000 streams? I guess I could do it. But that would be like most of my life. Because there are what, like 54 weeks? 54 Sundays in 54 Saturdays in a year. That would take me about 20 years if I wanted to get up to 1,000. Which, there's no way I'm going to be doing this in 20 years, right? Like, unless I get, like, really successful off of it, there's, like, no way I'm doing this in 20 years. Although, maybe I just become too iconic and then I just get a cult fan base. Or grow a cult following. And then I just kind of have to keep all this with me and just do it no matter what, you know? But we'll see. Up and that's me falling like stars. Yeah, dude. W Speed. Did you guys see that they found the? Did you guys see that Speed found the Speed? No, my mom is kind of homeless. That kid, you know. They found him, and I think they're gonna do a stream with him. I don't know if they have done it already or not, but that's really cool. How is his mom? First of all, how is he playing the game if his mom is homeless and he's a kid? Second of all, I guess his parents could be divorced. Dad has the house, but but anyway, and how is he playing the game? Please, Speed, I need. He says I specifically, so he's probably in the same situation as his mom. But I don't know. Yeah. Do you think Sonic 3 did manage to reach the same heights of Kung Fu Panda 1, 2, or 3? I think it managed to reach the height of 1 and 3, not 2. For as much as I glaze Sonic Movie 3, I still don't think it like reaches the heights of like really good movies like Spider-Verse or Puss in Boots or something like that, you know? It's a good movie, but it's just not a pretty good movie. I'd say the second one was an alright movie, same with the first one. But the third one, it's a good movie. That's what you have to hold on to, Shadow. That's right, New Hedgehog, and everyone loves it. Don't tell me you have a catchphrase. Thunder, rain, and lightning. Dude, I love Crush 40. They need to bring Crush 40 back for the next mainline Sonic game. I'm kind of upset that they didn't do it with Sonic Racing Crossroads, considering how much they cooked with Team Sonic Racing's soundtrack. But you know what? Or at least the main theme of Team Sonic Racing. But you know what? I think they need to come back. And I swear if the next game does some stupid stuff like, here we go, fast like whoa, go fast like whoa, yeah. If they do some stupid stuff like that, there's no way I'm getting the game, bro. There's no way. Either you bring back Kellen Quinn to do some amazing vocals, or Crush 40, or, you know what? Bowling for Soup. Let's make a Sonic Unleashed 2. Get like an endless possibility. No. Sonic Unleashed remake or remaster. Get Bowling for Soup back and have them do more songs as well as a remix of Endless Possibilities. 100%. So my mom is kind of home. Speed, I need this. My mom is kind of homeless. I love it. Oh my god, dude, Speed's so funny. He's very much so like Matt Rife, where he does a lot of, I think, crowd work. When he's way funnier when he works with other people, and he has other people to bounce off of. But it's stuff like that. It really gets me. And my friend's been doing the W Speed thing for the past couple months as well. Or no, the Speed I'm Homeless thing. So yeah. I really hope Jeff Fowler and Miller Casey work on Sonic 4 script with a much tighter writing if you like improves on Sonic 3, and then maybe Sonic 4 could actually be comparable to at least the Kung Fu Panda movies, or How to Train Your Dragon movies, or Spider-Verse, or many other great movies. What's HEP? What? What? Sorry, what does that say? What do you mean by that? Huh? Do you guys like it when you can't see my eyebrows? So I just kind of look weird. I usually have my eyebrows like are usually down a lot, and that's not my fault. That's just kind of how it naturally is. But when I do this and then you can't see the eyebrows, yeah, do I look kind of weird? But then it's a normal SanicBoi. Although of course, see that looks like normal SanicBoi. Someone replaced me, you know, like I'm a skinwalker or something like that. But yeah. The eyebrows are very one of my most expressive features is in fact my eyebrows, and I think it's because of how visible they are. So whenever they do this, it's just kind of awkward. Although of course I have to extend my eyes out for that, so this is just kind of uncomfortable for me. And of course I can't really change from this all that much without you seeing my eyebrow. So yeah. Maybe it's better I have my eyebrows, yeah? It looks scary. You think so? That's kind of my point, is that it looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Oh, I'm so funny. Okay. Because I really want the Sonic movies to have legacy of having great stories, just like how good movies in general, not just being seen as good adapted video game movies, but just leaving a strong legacy. I could 100% see that. I think, yeah. No, there's nothing like even to say there, because I think that's just 100% accurate. Although Sonic 3 is kind of doing that, but they can push it further. Absolutely. Yeah, because without them is a little scary. Yeah. I could put on like any other hat that I have over there, and I think it could have like this almost the exact same effect too. It's not just my beanie, although it does work really well on that, mostly because it wraps around my head and it doesn't like do that when it goes out. But yeah, it's funny though, isn't it? There's something about it just looks uncanny. It's weird. I don't like it. Although it is funny, so it's got that going for it. Bro, what? Found a Roblox YouTuber in their vids. Well, YouTuber, what? Take off the no, because my hair looks chopped. It's gonna have beanie hair, dude. Like Sonic 3 definitely has some fatal flaws that I think Sonic 4 could easily improve upon. Absolutely. I told you. Look at this. What? Do you guys see that? I'm not bald. You can very clearly see my hair. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That's AI. So this entire stream is AI then. You look like Josh Miller. That's a new one. I've heard a couple of things as to who I look like, but I've never heard Josh Miller. The name sounds familiar as well, but I just don't know. Okay, hold on. Let me look him up here. Josh Miller. Josh Miller Facebook? What? Oh, he's an American filmmaker. What? Who's this guy? Wait, who? There's like a bunch of Josh Millers on here. Hold up. Oh, Sonic movie guy. Got you. Okay, with the hair. I see it. I see it now with the hair. Yeah. He hasn't really like worked on a lot of stuff, has he? Wait, is this? Oh, one of my favorite ones of the Hot Wheels series. Dude, I love those ones, bro. 6.7. Don't take that out of context. That's the star review on the IMDb for Violent Night, one of his films that he made. That's funny. Okay. All right. Well, we got almost 15 minutes left in the stream. I want to thank you all so much for coming out. Also, like the stream if you've not yet already. I always have to remind you guys. It should be common courtesy when you're going onto a streamer's live stream. You know what I'm saying? Read my comment. What'd you say? Yeah, because your collection is green screen. SanicBoi using AI. Yes, because your collection is a green screen. You have no proof that this is a green screen. All of the stuff on here, my body reacts to the light coming in. The set reacts to my shadow. Although, of course, I guess a green screen could do that too, in terms of the shadow. It doesn't matter. See, look, I can touch this and it'll move. See? Do you see that? Green screen can't do that, especially on the fly. Do you guys think I'm working with like multi-million technology here? I'm really not. I'm recording off of an iPhone 13. Like, seriously. Look, watch, see? How did I do that? And now I put it back. Man, AI really improved. Okay, man. Okay. I take my beanie off once. This is what happens. You know, most people who know me don't even see me with this beanie at all. You guys realize that, right? I'm a completely different person outside of the beanie. Come on! Most people don't even know this. They know me, myself, without the beanie on. They see my hair all the time. You guys don't. I'm practically a completely different person. You guys barely see my eyebrows half the time. But still. Read my comment. What'd you say? Where's the last comment? I found a Roblox YouTuber in their vids. Well, the YouTuber takes off. Yeah, I read that one. I did read that one. Crash out, boy. Well, that's what you get for assuming that I don't have hair. That's what you get. Grown man, by the way. Yes. I'm a 47-year-old man living in my mother's basement, guys. 100%. You can see it because of the very visible facial hair that's right there. And right here, of course, I'm sure you guys can see that as well. Grown man, by the way. What do you think of Hotel Transylvania? I like the first one. Oh my goodness, are we going to do this like every 5 minutes? Oh my goodness. I really like the first one, but I think the other few just kind of fall short. I think the third one is the closest to being as good as the first one, but it still doesn't come as close to being good, I think. Or at least as good as the first one. The first one's like really good. I think I just focused too much on the comedy of it, and then it just all kind of went to meh, you know? When was that missing? I have the Sonic X Mega Man comic here, and it's the full thing, by the way. This the full thing. Do you see that? Where did that go? That was not missing a couple of days ago. This thing is falling apart by the seams. I really need to look up how much a new copy is. It's probably thousands of dollars now that I think about it. But still, I need my hands on a new copy, so maybe I can review it. Maybe I can compare it when the Sonic X DC comic, when I get that eventually. I guess I could just go out and get it, like, after stream. But, whatever. Let's see. Sonic X Mega Man Worlds Collide. Collide. Da-da-da-da. I'm falling free in the wind. In the wind. Free to be me. Woo! Loda high. Alright, let's check. Mega Man. That doesn't look. The Sonic X Mega Man Prelude for $4. That's actually not too bad. Oh man. Comic. Where is it? No, a comic. DK Oldies. What? Paper. I want games. I want. What is any of this? What is this? What is this? Comic. Okay. I am free to be me. $200? That's not too bad. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I was expecting way worse, especially for something that looks like a new copy too, or at least barely touched. Yeah, this is like barely touched. Someone want to lend me $200 so I can get this, please? Okay. Let's see. Oh, Sonic Saga series for also $200? No. You think so? Heck nah. Worlds. There's also Worlds Unite. Do you think I'm getting that? No. Do they even have Worlds Unite? Do you guys think? How much is this? Oh, that's the actual issue. That's okay. That's why it's so cheap. Dang. Dude, I need to get my hands on some of these, bro. I would really like that. Sonic Worlds Collide. Let's go Worlds Unite. Do they? I think they only released 2 volumes of Worlds Unite before the Sonic X, Sonic and Archie contract was up. This is gonna be so expensive. $368 on Amazon? You're joking. This isn't real. There's no way. Say, what? I can get this thing for $24 and it's very used? What? This is silly. $522 for the complete epic of Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Collide? What? There has to be a better one. There's no way. $250. Okay, I can kind of see that just a little bit more. Mostly because these are like really, these are really old books. Or at least in terms of comics they are. Don't even get me started on like Sonic Saga series and stuff like that. Those are going to be really expensive. But, okay, what other prices can we see here?
$47 for the third volume of it. Oh, ooh, acceptable. Do you think I'm buying a 4-issue graphic novel for an acceptable? Really? For that price? No, no thanks. This is really fun. We should do this more often. I want to look. Oh, this is great. Oh yeah, this is great. Love this, bro. That's crazy though. $368 for one graphic novel. Did they make a third one? I don't know if they did. Sonic and Mega Man Worlds Unite Volume 3. I don't think they did. At least not from what I remember. Were they going to? Related or canceled media. Yeah, they didn't get to the third one. Which kind of sucks, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. It does suck. Let's go back to the other one. Was it officially released? It was. Yeah, I want that one. And then maybe I'll just read it online or something like that for the third one, but still. I remember reading this one all of the time. What the heck, dude? I remember reading... I always got this one from the library. It's the first volume of Worlds Unite. I remember reading that one so much. I like that one a lot, too. Man. I was like, oh, wait, there's another one? Like, man, dude, maybe I'll get that, you know? But, yeah, it kind of sucks. I wonder if it would be cheaper just to get all of the individual ones separately. Okay, guys, I know what my Christmas present will be. Let's see. Kindred Spirits. Have you guys been typing stuff in the chat? Let's see. It looks so different without the headphones. Fourth one really sucks. Releasing the original movie can try to conflict with... Yeah. Johnny. Yeah, he should. It looks so different without the headphones. Thank you. You know, do you think Illumination would actually one day break the mold and make a movie as risky but also very great? I do think so one of these days, yes. Look at my posts. Maybe not right now, but maybe in this future. Cheetos are peak? Yes, I'd say. Have you seen the vid on VidCon? VidCon or TwitchCon? Because I did see what happened at TwitchCon to Emaru, I believe is her name. That's not okay. I feel like there should have been a way better protection there. But, yeah. If I was to have any issue of the Sonic's Select books, it would be number 9. I have number 1 somewhere, but I don't have... Like, my favorite one I don't have is number 9. I used to get that one all the time from the library as well. Man, $222. Man, that's a lot. Where was I looking at? 100. Yeah. Have you been to VidCon? Okay, VidCon is specifically what you were talking about. No, I have not. Nor do I really want to go. I don't want to, like, sit around. Like, I know that's kind of like the fun of it is you get to meet your favorite YouTubers, but, like, I don't know. Just something about that seems very unappealing to me. Unless you're in, like, a specific fandom or something. Like, Sonic Expo. I'd go to a Sonic Expo. But, like, VidCon? I don't know. Unless I was, like, getting paid to, I don't think I would. But, I don't know. How much time do we have left? Oh my goodness, we have 6 minutes left in the stream. What? Oh my goodness, just load. I wonder how he's doing. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. But, yeah. I do know. I know of Gravity Fall. I was at Barnes & Noble's. I saw that Book of Bill. They still have a lot of copies of that. I don't know if that's still new, because I remember hearing about it releasing. But, yeah. There we go. Is it finally loading? No, of course not. A stirred a kettle boils never watched. You know, you all know the saying. A watched kettle never boils, I believe is what it is. A watched pot never boils? I don't know. Whatever you want. Kettles boil, pots boil as well. You know, Bill Cipher, absolute Chad, yes. I've seen. All right, let's go back. Worlds collide. And then go back. Actually, I think it was that. Okay. Can you guys believe we already almost have 4 minutes left in the stream? Can you please stop disconnecting? There we go. Okay. What would it feel like to be at the speed?
Sorry about that, guys. I hope there's still people here. Whoops. My bad. I hope there's still people here. Because, boy, I don't want to sit these next 4 minutes alone in silence. Yeah. I hate it. I need to make sure my phone's fully charged before I live stream, dude. Do you think you can voice a character with similar personality to Sonic, but your own take on it, like your own spin? Maybe. I'm not quite sure, though. I don't know. Similar to Sonic, since you have a Sonic-esque voice. I wouldn't say I'm good at doing a Sonic voice. I wouldn't say I'm good at a Sonic. I wouldn't say I have a Sonic-esque voice. I do a good Sonic voice. Like, my voice isn't, like, naturally like that. Like, how you're hearing it right now... Why am I holding this? It's not even... How you're hearing it right now is pretty much my exact voice, how I sound all of the time. I have to, like, do some inflections, and, like... I have to, like, really extend some things and, like, emphasize other things that I normally would not emphasize. It's so weird doing a Sonic voice, you know? I don't know. I guess I could, but you said a character with a Sonic-like voice, or similar personality as Sonic with your own take on it. Maybe, I don't know. I guess I could, but you know, we'll see. Like the character has a similar personality as Sonic, but with some of the contradictions of Sonic's character at the same time, basically a more substantial version of Sonic. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. I could 100% do a voice for probably a lot of characters. I would just rather like stick with characters that are more like Sonic because I kind of know how to like voice that. But of course, though, I can do pretty much anything that anyone wants me to. Of course, it would require some training, of course, but I think I could do fairly good things with it. You know, and like Sonic-esque characters, I think 100% that could be done. Am I good? Okay, I'm good to put the microphone back in now. Put the microphone in the plug. Just put the microphone in the plug. Alright. We are back.
Alright. But yeah, though, I could 100% see myself doing that, though. Probably. Maybe. But yeah, it just all depends. Because I'm really good at doing voices I have heard. I am not really all that good about coming up with my, I'm getting new headphones after stream, dude. These things have annoyed me for so long. I'm surprised I haven't just thrown them out already. But yeah, I'm just not that good at, like, coming up with my own voices for characters. I only know how to do voices that I've heard. Like, I think one of my most popular, like, things about my channel is that I can do the Shadow impression. Like, I can do Shadow the Hedgehog. I'm Shadow the Hedgehog. Dang, not here. You know? I can do impressions, is what I can do. I can't, like, do my own actual voice. Like, a new voice that I think, you know? I mean, Jake is, like, true. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, it has officially been an hour, so I thank you all so much for showing up to live stream. I will see you guys in whatever I do next, whether it be a video, shorts, or community post, which will much likely be the latter. I will see you all then. Bye.